Hello again and welcome to Crime and Music. I'm your host, Brian J. Kinsley, and with me as always, my friend Ben Rubel.
I'm glad that our intro music is short and doesn't suck. That's, I know, a matter of opinion, but there's some podcasts where I listen to their intro music and it's like clawing my earballs out.
Really?
Yeah, I like ours is good and short. We don't have to listen to that much of it before we say words. It's good.
That's true.
Yeah, go right into it. No long preview.
Well, right after the intro music, basically during it, I say every other Wednesday, we bring you a true crime podcast about people in and around the music business and their misadventures into law breaking.
That's kind of part of our intro music, is that little thing that Brian says.
If you like that sort of thing, share with a friend. Nuts to Wyoming.
We still don't got Wyoming.
Wyoming and Vermont and Hawaii.
Maybe everyone in Wyoming is just like stealing Wi-Fi from South Dakota or some shit.
That's the IP address. Sorry, South
Seriously.
Dakota. No, we literally have every single state. We have a bunch of countries all over the map. Thanks everybody everywhere you're listening. Belgium and United Arab Emirates and Philippines and Australia and New Zealand, Queensland, all those everywhere, man. There's places in South America, Brazil, Argentina,
Kazakhstan, Mongolia, China, India,
dude.
Iran, Iraq.
All of these people have at least a couple downloads
Do we
for
have
us.
any in Egypt?
France, Belgium, nothing in Egypt yet. Nothing in Egypt yet. But if you want, man, share it with your friend around the world. Let's see how far the map we can cover.
Yeah, all right.
But anyway, in our own home country of the United States, we don't have our own state, not our own state, but the states of Wyoming, Vermont, and Hawaii.
Not Hawaii?
We don't have Hawaii. We have Alaska. That ticked up.
All right.
So.
All right. People live in those places.
They're there. I've
Yeah.
seen them.
They need us.
I mean, that's
They need you, Brian.
for what now?
Live podcast from Vermont.
Oh yes, we
We'll
can
go to
do
the
it.
Wayberry. We'll go to the called the Wayberry Inn. We'll go to there where they did the Newhart filming or the backdrop stage.
I would do that. I would do that with you.
All right, and then we'll go to Ben and Jerry's just around the corner.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay.
All right, right now though, what I need from you is I need you to guess the guest.
I'm one below 500. I'm 8 and 9.
Yeah, I don't know what that number is. I'm not that good at math.
We're not gonna do the math right now.
You should be able to get this one. We'll see.
All
we'll
right.
see. Okay.
I don't feel so much pressure.
I'm gonna give you some nicknames. I'm gonna give you 4 nicknames, so don't worry about it. And then I've got 2 clues after the nicknames. So I really,
smell some clues
really
coming up.
stack this one for you.
All right.
All right. Number 1. Gemma.
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 Gemma. Is Gemma a couple marbles in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
Ames.
Gemma Ames. All right. I'm gonna try to put them all together. I don't want to think of them separately.
Oh, okay.
I want to think of them all together.
Oh, in that case, Cherry.
Ames, cherry pie, Warren. Is it Warren? It's Warren.
Ooh.
Right here, it's Warren.
Sweet cherry
Gemma Jameson.
pie.
Gemma.
Oh, no.
Jenna. Who is it? Okay, go ahead.
The last nickname is Wino.
Amy Weinstein.
Who?
The Weinstein girl that died in like 2011.
A fancier version of a beer shack.
Fancier, a Love Shack.
Well, if I'm Amy, I'm not Amy Weinstein.
Winehouse?
Oh!
Amy Winehouse?
We did it!
Nailed it. That's what I was
Woo!
thinking of. Yes.
We did it!
All right. This is crazy. I
Ben
couldn't remember her
did it.
name, and I don't really
Beautiful.
know her that much.
Yes!
But we had a mutual friend that we grew up with,
Who? What? You're telling me new stuff now.
Joel.
Okay.
The guy that the guy that he's on The only reason I know this guy anymore is because he's on Facebook all the time. He's a dude. He's one of our truck driver friends,
Yes.
and he just said on Facebook, I swear yesterday, I can't believe or no, Amy Winehouse died? Question mark. And I'm like, I googled it real quick. I'm like, yeah, 2011, she's dead.
Yeah, buddy. Hey, we'll get there.
Yeah.
Don't go spoiling it. Spoilers, buddy. Spoilers.
Well,
Damn it. Now they know she's dead.
how'd she die, Brian? As I
They tried to make her go to rehab. No. That was my third clue for you, was they tried to make her go to
All
rehab.
right, I'm back to 500.
You are back at 500. That's impressive.
Nailed
September 14th, 1983, the impressive Amy Jade Winehouse was born in North London, England, to parents Mitchell Mitch Winehouse and Janice Seaton. Oh my God, Janice. You know. Friends.
Is a friend.
Yeah.
I could just
my
do with
God.
that. She was also on Seinfeld, by the way.
Yes, she was.
She played a better role on that show,
Right.
in my humble opinion.
The hair. Can you get your hand through her hair?
Do you want to get it out? I think you can get your hand out. Is there a hue?
Is there a rosy hue?
I like a nice hair.
So Amy has an older brother, Alex. He's 4 years older than her. So basically, you got Mitch Winehouse, Janice Winehouse, Amy Winehouse, and her older brother, Alex Winehouse.
Okay.
The Winehouses.
And that's a real name.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well.
Are they? Is it a Jewish name?
Yeah. Very quickly.
Okay. No, I mean, it's yeah.
Her dad, Mitch, was a window panel installer and then a taxi driver.
Oh.
And then Janice, she was a pharmacist. She had the thin fingers. She could get into the bottles.
She could fill out those really tiny labels with a pen and stick them on real.
Very clearly written. Good penmanship.
Yep.
They're Jewish. Their families are Russian and Polish Jews who immigrated to London a generation or so back.
Probably to escape some bad
Communism,
things,
I'm assuming. Communism is bad.
Or the Nazis, whatever.
Nazis are bad. Childhood, Amy was raised in London's Southgate area. It's the suburbs, basically, in North London. Used to be the old royal hunting grounds. So it's the suburbs.
Yeah.
You know. We're from the suburbs.
Not from London, the suburbs.
No, but, you know.
Hunting ground. Do you think that they, like, you know, the England has been a place for a long time?
It's been there.
It's been there. And people have lived there.
People live there.
And a lot of kings involved with that little chunk of land.
Royalty. Yeah.
And back in the day, 1,000 years ago, you couldn't just go outside and go kill a deer. Like, we can go hunting here in the United States and fishing and do things like that. You couldn't do that 1,000 years ago. They had the royal hunting grounds.
They had to have permission.
Yeah, well, you had to be a fucking king.
Well, Robin Hood, yeah, I think that's his law he was breaking was hunting on the royal hunting grounds.
Yeah, you're not supposed to. Yeah, and so they don't really hunt over there much anymore.
Damn patriarchy.
They do fish for carp.
A lot of fishing. A lot of fish and chips.
Carp fishing. No, their fish and chips comes from the ocean.
Carp's just a goldfish. You know that? Or a goldfish a carp?
Well, they're in the same species.
You let a goldfish go in the river, it's a carp.
It will be a gold carp. People do catch those in water.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, big goldfish, yeah.
Well, all right.
I like fishes because they're so delicious.
Speaking of loaves and fishes, she went to Osage Primary School, and then she also went to a Jewish Sunday school, which she hated going to, and she said she learned nothing about being Jewish. She said they went to the synagogue only once a year on Yom Kippur. Oh, God damn.
Yom Kippur.
That's the words. I apologize. I just couldn't read my own writing. They went out of respect. So, like, you know, what I grew up with, not that I grew up with, we went every Sunday, but the EC Catholics, they went on Easter and Christmas.
Easter and Christmas.
That's where I'm at now. I just go on Christmas now.
I don't do it.
And you know what? This year we didn't go.
I go for, like.
So sorry, Mom.
I go for, like, funerals and weddings if they make me.
Yeah.
My friend, friend of ours got married. She's very Catholic this weekend. It was good, great wedding, beautiful wedding. And she was very excited. No, you don't know her. Well,
you just said you're a friend of ours.
Oh, that girl you.
Oh God. Yeah, Energizer Bunny.
20 years ago, didn't you make out with her a little bit?
Maybe.
Before you met.
Yeah.
I think I legitimately.
Or your wife's sister. No, I'm kidding.
No, so yeah, that worked out good.
We're gonna edit all this.
No, we're not editing any of it. Got married, beautiful wedding. This church, 170 years old in Detroit, the historic Lutheran church.
Okay.
It was. I don't know. Can you describe a church as badass?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was badass.
Yeah,
all right. Continue, Amy.
Amy's got some badass in her family. Many of Amy's uncles were professional jazz musicians.
You say fat ass?
Well, they're probably pretty hefty fellas also. Her grandma, Cindy, she might have been a fat ass. She was a singer. She used to date a jazz musician, a guy named Ronnie Scott.
Ronnie, he sounds Jewish.
He's English, plays tenor saxophone, known for one-liners. Ronnie had a club, and he would host at his club at nights, and he'd like, all right, guys, this next musician coming to the stage. Amazing, brilliant, talented, one of the finest musicians in the country. In the city, he's crap. It's Tom Jones. So, so he'd like set people up like
the local diphtherian.
Yeah.
We can say his name. He's
posthumous.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amy's family really influenced her in this jazz music stuff. She's got the uncles who were jazz musicians. She's got her grandma who was a jazz singer and was hooking up with some famous jazz saxophonist guys, had some albums. Her dad would sing a bunch of Frank Sinatra when he's walking around the house, you know. It started a thing, kind of.
Did the jazz saxophonist have any notable songs that you like to sing? Like hot and heavy?
Sucks hot and heavy.
Hot and heavy. I call this next song Hot and Heavy.
That's so bad. No, he did not. But Amy had a thing that she would do when things were getting heated, not hot and heavy, but when she'd get in trouble at school, she'd start singing, "Fly me to the moon."
What do you mean? Like in her grade 4?
Yup, like so when her teachers would send her to the headmistress, she'd be like, okay, fine, fly me to the moon.
Like a nervous
Let me
tick?
play among the stars.
Is that a Sinatra?
Yes.
All right. I like.
Let me see what life is like on Jupiter and Mars.
You should be a lounge singer, Brian.
I would love to be a lounge singer.
Just from like a lounge chair.
With me. That's badunch. I got to get that sample. Age 9, 1992. Mitch and Janice get divorced. Amy stays with her mom during the week and with her dad and his girlfriend on the weekends.
The reason for the divorce.
I see. That's what I was thinking too. I'm like, that's why that line's in there. I see. All right. At Grandma Cindy's suggestion, Amy attends Susie Urshan's Theatre. It's a private performing arts school in North London started by actress Susie Urshan. Amy studies singing and tap dancing. Students have to get to auditions to get in. Famous alumni include Amy Winehouse.
I was just going to ask. So we have heard a lot of our different subjects. They go to some school for the arts, some whatever. They're not all the best. They're not.
All those schools are full of kids, bud.
And the one thing I always think of, we have a pretty good school for the arts up in northern Michigan, Interlochen. And that's prestigious. I don't think that just anybody goes there.
Like Madonna went there and stuff, and like Lady Gaga or something. Or...
Yeah. It's so I think of stuff like that.
Right, me
but
too.
You know, there's some of these schools. It's just some dude's basement.
Come on, guys. Check it. Pick that guitar up and let's rock.
School for Dance and Autists. And it's just like, hey, all right, first we're gonna learn how to do the dishes.
Are you drying jerky? What is that? All right. She went there for 4 years. While she was there, she started a rap group called Sweet and Sour.
Sweet.
It was inspired by Salt and Pepper, which I just saw last weekend.
Did you see? Oh, who was in that? All right, no, I'm going to go off on a tangent and hand Brian the baton. Brian, tell us about your concert that you went and saw last weekend.
All right, so
this is you're all going to hear this.
Because of the age of my wife and I, for our anniversary last year, I bought her tickets to a New Kids on the Block mixtape tour concert. So I saw New Kids on the Block, Debbie Gibson, Tiffany, Salt and Pepper, Naughty by Nature, and NKOTB, the New Kids on the Block.
So Debbie Gibson and
Tiffany
are actually two different people.
Yes, they really are. And I'll tell you,
in my head, they occupied the same brain cell.
Debbie Gibson was awesome, dude. The second she hit the stage, that girl was working, just dancing, singing her heart out, and then she'd go play the piano. Like she was earning her money, dude. I swear to God. That, like Tiffany would just come out and like, you know, she's a little older and stuff, and just wearing a leather jacket and just sing a song, and then everybody clap, yay. Debbie Gibson worked the whole stage front to back, out in the crowd, out on the little circular stage, out in the crowd. Like came out with the New Kids singing. Everybody came out with the New Kids singing, but she was like dancing, and like her and Joey were doing
like
things. And
Brian's got a crush.
I like Debbie Gibson. Yeah, she was awesome. So, but if you were into like packs of moms and matching T-shirts that say like Mrs. McIntyre on it and stuff like that, that was the place to be, man. Like there were just rampant T-shirts and squads everywhere.
That's the one crowd that I think guys like you and I might go in and feel a little hip.
Oh, I can clean up.
A little young.
I could have cleaned up in that crowd if our wife wasn't leading me around by the hand. Come on, honey, we're going to be late.
Like you and every other dude in the crowd.
Me and the other dude in the crowd? Is that what you're saying? Yeah,
how many purse holders did you see there, Brian?
Oh, God.
Hold my purse.
Dude, there weren't many. There were not a lot of dudes, honestly.
No?
Not a lot of dudes. It was literally 7 to 10 roving women all wearing the matching T-shirts.
And you went with your
wife.
Tight
jeans and heels.
You're either a hero or you need to give up your man card. One or the other.
I feel like I'm taking the hero because, you know, she was supposed to go with her cousin out in the Grand Rapids show, but she had her last day of teaching that day, so she couldn't. So I'm like, quit your crying, and I just punched it up on my phone. And
Oh, she was crying.
Yeah, didn't realize what I'd committed to. Well, not really, but she was disappointed she didn't get to see the new kids.
She was crying.
She wants to go on the new kids cruise tour, where you take a cruise ship with the new kids for 7 days around the Caribbean.
Hit your buttons on the phone. See, don't go on that one though. You know I don't want to go on no cruise. But I'll send your ass on a cruise any day.
Yeah, no cruise.
See ya.
Unless you want to sponsor new kids if you're listening, which would be weird, but it's happened.
So what was Mark Wahlberg in?
New Kids on the Block.
Was he?
Yeah.
He was.
Oh
he
my
was in Flint.
God, Donnie Wahlberg is shredded.
Yeah.
Like he ripped. Dude's 50.
Yes. He has a crazy
Dude.
schedule of his day.
Oh my.
And
Not Mark.
Oh, Mark.
Donnie.
No. Oh, really?
Married to Jenny McCarthy. Donnie. Wears the baseball hats on like NCIS or whatever. Donnie. Blue Bloods. Donnie.
Yeah.
He is shredded. Like.
And they opened up a burger joint in Flint here.
Yeah, they have a Wahlburgers in.
They came in. They said somewhere. It was so like the same thing they said at every Wahlburger.
I'm sure. Yeah.
If we are from Boston, but if I was from not Boston, it'd be. And they didn't say Flint. They said, I feel like if I was born anywhere else, it would be from Flint Township. Nobody says Flint Township.
Wow, that's bad.
Just say Flint, dude.
You call it even Detroit. I mean, just go wide.
From Flint
Motown
Township.
Yeah, Flint Township.
All right, we're talking about who are we? We got Debbie Gibson on the line here?
Amy Winehouse. Dude.
Amy Winehouse.
Amy Winehouse. So, okay, I'm sorry. We got but hey, we'll get back there because right now Amy goes to another performing arts school.
A different dude's basement.
Sylvia Young, a woman's basement, theater school. This time, Baby Spice Emma Bunton is there too. Emma Bunton.
Oh, Baby Spice.
Baby Spice. So now we actually have two.
I think she was one of the hotter ones, wasn't she?
I liked her, but it's awkward now that she's Baby Spice because there's the weird thing. I don't.
Babies? You don't want to think about doing sexual things with babies?
That's correct.
That's fine.
Okay,
you
good.
can say that. Don't be up. Don't. But I mean, if
I don't think we have to state that.
If
That's
you just saw a picture of her, she's like the cute blonde one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I like that.
That's her.
Where's pink?
Yeah.
I think.
I think so.
Definitely some pink involved.
Not baby blue, baby pink. She's Baby Spice. That's what she does. That's her gig, man.
I like pink.
All right. I like pink too, but the singer, not the color. Ha ha. Why don't we start a fight, Ben? Why don't we start a fight? Amy and Baby Spice do not fight. Rumor has it Amy got expelled for not applying herself.
For not applying herself?
Yeah.
She was
and having a nose ring.
Ooh.
Rebel.
Ooh.
Rebel.
Hey, what's the earring that you get right here in this spot in your ear?
I don't know. Ben.
That's a parageum, parallelum,
paradigm.
They get that like spot. It's a weird. I feel like it hurt. Again, no tattoos or no earrings, so I'm scared of everything.
Well, because she had a nose ring and she didn't apply herself, she got booted. Now Sylvia Young herself denies that. She's like, no, I did not kick out Amy Winehouse. I'd have never expelled her ever.
Well, somebody's lying here.
Amy just changed schools apparently.
She's on to a third school now?
No, she after Sylvia's school. Yes, she is on to a third school. She's age 15. It's 1997. She appears in an episode of The Fast Show.
I don't know what that is.
That's a sketch comedy show on the BBC. They got guests like Engelbert Humperdinck and Johnny Depp, and they do sketch comedy.
Johnny Depp, yeah.
1997, he was a pretty big name.
Yeah, he's still a big name.
One of the running gags on this show, these terrible situations would arise. Like a lady was abandoned as a child, and she's like having a hard day. Like, I can't, my life's so hard. And this guy would just go, anyone fancy a pint? And then all the men in the room would just leave with this guy to go get a beer while this woman's all crying by herself. So
that would happen like regularly?
Every single time on the show, that was a running gag. Anyone fancy a pint? And then all the men would go, just leave and let the whole dramatic situation
be over there.
Thought you might like that.
I think I'm going to try it.
Amy also attended Mount School in Mill Hill. It's a British school in Selhurst, Osage, JMI School, and then Ashmole School. She went to a lot of basically
These
performing arts schools. Performing arts schools and boarding schools.
So during this time, she's, a young girl.
15.
And she should still be going to like regular learn something school, like math and stuff.
I assume
No?
there's some of those things in there, but a lot of it is performing arts schools.
Are these? It's just like the
they're
equivalent
fancy
to like travel baseball these days for kids?
I would think so.
yeah,
Yeah,
you're just every minute of your non.
You're like, oh, she's not gonna star in this thing, so let's move her to this school, so maybe she
Yeah.
can take the place. I'm thinking that's kind of what was going on.
And
there.
you're paying for this shit.
Yeah, you're paying for it. 1997, Amy buys her own guitar and starts writing music. Before that, she'd been toying around with her brother Alex's guitar, and now she's got her own. Amy lands a gig singing for the local group, the Bolsha Band. It's kind of like a jazzy
The
sort
bullshit band?
of Bolsha, Bolsha, Bolsha,
The Bolshevik?
Bolsha.
The Russian group?
Kinda, but they do jazz classics and jazz standards and
I
stuff
just
like
thought they
that. old
tried to
jazz songs.
overthrow a country. But go ahead.
By horseback. She gets a real job working as an entertainment journalist for the World News Entertainment Network.
A real job?
So yeah, that Bolshevik thing didn't work out so well
Okay.
for her. Couldn't hold the sword and ride at the same time. So she's writing articles now about the entertainment industry, and she's
All right.
like, there's a young girl who's really talented and good at singing jazz. You should come check her out.
So this is a legitimate job that we have talking about things like this?
Pretty much.
All right. I'm still looking for my paycheck.
News and
Continue.
media. July 2000, Amy becomes featured vocalist on this National Youth Orchestra in England. It's selected by invitation. They got to go do an audition. Max age of 25, so it's the National Youth Orchestra.
Yeah, she could sing.
They do 40 gigs a year all across UK.
Oh,
So
wow.
She's working like once a week, every other week. So basically what we're doing here is setting the table that she's getting a lot of education and experience singing jazz and doing music and playing guitar and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, with a little help from her friends, Amy's best friend, a guy.
A dude.
Yeah, your best friend's a guy at 15. You're not best friends. His name is Tyler James.
Was he gay?
Uh,
I mean,
I don't- honestly,
Yeah.
not that there's anything wrong with
No.
that.
Yeah. But I mean,
I don't know.
if you're not looking at your best friend with wanting eyes, it's much easier to continue with just a good friendship.
That's true.
I mean, so if you
All
know,
right.
yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So anyway, Tyler James, not James Taylor. That would be inappropriate for him
Tyler
and
James.
Amy Winehouse to be friends. Way too an old man for a young girl. They meet at Sylvia's school, right? Now, basically, why do we care about Tyler James? This guy was on the very first season of The Voice UK, and how do you think he did?
Very good.
How good?
Did he win?
He did not. He was the joint runner-up behind winner Leanne Mitchell.
Again, nobody has ever heard of any of these people.
Our
There's
everybody in England is like, oh my God, really? And so,
people know these people.
him and Bo Bruce were the joint runner-ups for The Voice UK in the very first season.
People don't
Yeah,
really know these
They
people.
do. Where did Kelly Clarkson come from?
You're picking the number. You show me a list of all the winners of all the different talent shows that
It
we've had since they
Doesn't
started
matter.
20 years ago. The winners in each season. What do you got? 4 seasons.
You
a year
know the
now?
first one, right? That's why it's important because he was the first one. Doesn't matter.
Who was
So,
the first one?
Tyler. The Voice UK.
He didn't win.
Well, it doesn't matter because Tyler sends Amy's demo tape to an A&R guy that he knows off of being on the show. An A&R guy basically is a talent scout for a record label. And so at age 19, 2002, Amy signs a deal with Simon Fuller's 19 Management for 250 pounds a week. It's about 234 bucks US
Pounds
dollar.
of what?
English pound.
It's called kilograms.
English kilograms.
We've already gone over this, Brian.
We've done this.
All right, no, we know pounds.
Right.
Their
So she's
money.
getting about
Yeah.
225 a week, and she's signed to a record label, dude.
Under Simon's people.
It's not the Simon you think, but yeah.
Oh, the guy that wears the white T-shirts.
It's not that guy.
He's getting a little bit.
I thought so too, but it's another guy who's done like all those other things, The Voice and all these
Not
other.
Simon Cowell.
It's not Simon Cowell.
Oh,
Simon Fuller is his name.
do you think Simon Cowell does some drinking? I think he does.
Just
some
a
drinking.
little bit.
I think his face starting to look a little like. He's getting old though too.
Well, staying out of the public eye is a good idea for him, and that's what they do with Amy. While she's being developed, they keep her, like the management keeps her a secret, right? They didn't push her potential. They weren't hyping her up like the next big thing's coming, guys, and we got her. So basically, what she would do is sing regularly at this Cobden Club. It's a club, a jazz club. They do standards and stuff. And she would get her chops up and get used to being in front of a crowd and things like that. And these other record company talent scouts were kind of on the loop, right? And they'd come through. And they'd hear her sing, and they'd be like, "Who is this chick, man? Like, who's she signed with?" And the manager they paid him off kind of. He's like, "I can't tell you who she is." And the scouts are like, "Dude, come on, man. Like, what's her name?" And he's like, "I can't tell you, man. I just really can't tell you."
I like that. I like that idea. You know?
After a couple months asking around, though, these guys started digging deep, right? And they found out who she was, and then she starts getting huge in these jazz circles, right, in London. So October 20th, 2003, Amy releases her debut album, Frank.
Rank?
Frank.
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 Like beans and franks.
Yes.
Franklin beans.
How'd you get the beans over top the Frank? All but 2 covers, Amy co-wrote every freaking song. So she did 2 covers and then co-wrote her whole entire album, Frank, with some person.
Franklin beans.
The album receives positive reviews. People like it. One reviewer said, "Cool."
All right. Wrote my article for the day, folks. I said, cool.
That'll be a couple $100 for that article. 2004, Frank goes platinum. Gets nominated for a Brit Award for Best Female Solo Artist and another award, the British Urban Act.
So, yeah, they kept her behind closed doors for a little while.
Yep.
Developed her a little bit. Kept her in the, AAA leagues.
You got it.
And then all of a sudden, just let her loose.
Turned the whirlwind loose on the world. Frank makes the short list for 2004's Mercury Prize. That's the best album by a British or Irish act. So she's up there. Now Amy's developing a reputation as an unstable party girl, though. She's known
How old is she at this time?
19.
That's the thing, man. That's the thing. You got to keep these young kids in check.
83 to 2004. So what are we at? 19, 20? Yeah.
I had done it.
So, oh yeah, man, she's showing up to gigs like drunk, like, stumbling around stage and stuff. Showing up to the club and TV performances. She's like, she can't do a whole set. She's like, I'll give you 3 songs, and then I go.
Well, let me tell you what I think of you. I love you, man.
You're not listening to me so much. I'm gonna need you to get your hands off me, okay? Stop touching me. On again, off again boyfriend Blake Fielder Civil introduces Amy to
heroin.
Yes, and other hard drugs. Good job.
Nailed it.
In public, their arguments would often escalate to fistfights and dramatic scenes.
She is a woman.
Apparently, she's violent. 2004, that same year, Amy performs at the Glastonbury Festival, about 135,000 people. The V-Fest, which I'm sure you're familiar with.
I wish.
170,000 people. And the Montreal International Jazz Festival.
Montreal.
How many people do you think were there?
137.
2 million people made it through the Montreal International Jazz Festival.
Oh, my mom and dad went to that.
What?
They went, not that,
2004?
Not probably in 2004, but they went there because, who's that band?
Who's that
Postmodern
girl?
Jukebox.
Oh.
Played there.
Big
They're the
fan?
ones with that goofy clown.
I know. Oh, yeah.
The pennies, the bubbles, the sad clown.
Puddles.
Puddles.
He does the best version of Chandelier, though, dude, on America's Got Talent or whatever.
He does some weird stuff.
Love it.
And if you don't look at him, it's not bad.
Yeah.
But my dad likes that. He's into it.
Interesting.
Yeah, they went and saw them in Montreal. They had a good time.
Well, Amy gets a cool band like those guys, the Postmodern
Postmodern Jukebox.
Right.
But
Amy hires a band called the Dap Kings, which are kind of basically the Postmodern Jukebox. And she's like, all right, I need a band to back me on tour and on studio. These guys are Grammy nominated, like funk and soul band.
Mm-hmm.
So the Dap Kings are now backing her. She's stepping up her game, man. And she's stepping up her drinking.
Yeah, she liked to pull a cork.
Amy's management company suggests she enter rehab for alcohol abuse.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you think Amy told them?
Fuck you.
Yep. Amy drops that recording company, management company, and writes Rehab, the song. And they tried to make me go to rehab. I said, no. Bitches, you fired. All my money's going to these people. See ya.
She talked like that?
I don't know her. It's an accent. They're English.
No, I think she was she no, I don't know. Let's get to that. I thought she was kind of classy. A little bit. I mean, a drunkard. No?
Maybe.
All right.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. We're building.
Right.
We're building. She's still an up-and-coming musician who just drinks and parties a lot right now because she's 23. It's May. It's 2006. Amy's demo tape, CD, whatever, or her demo reel. She gets played on this New York radio show, the East Village Radio. It's an internet radio station, EVR. but it's got a storefront studio in the middle of the East Village in Manhattan.
That's cool.
So right.
Can we do that?
Oh God, yes. EVR, hit us up.
No, I want our own thing.
Crimemusic.com. Oh, live podcasting?
Yeah.
Yes.
Where do you want to do that at? You want to do it in Ann Arbor?
If you want.
All right. Do you have any money?
I don't.
Right.
Do you?
Not really.
If anyone would like to help us out with our adventure in live podcasting, feel free to hit us up, crimemusic.com.
Yeah, you buy us a studio. We'll finally get a koozie out to you.
What happened for Amy, she didn't get a koozie, but she did get help from a DJ, Mark Ronson, and he played Amy's song, You Know I'm No Good, and Rehab.
Oh, all right. What kind of booze do you think she likes to drink?
No good. We'll get there.
Oh, we do know? We know what her...
We do, she is later found with 2 large bottles and 1 small bottle of vodka.
Okay, so it's just mainline.
Right to it, baby. So, all right. But no, you got these songs, I'm No Good, which I'm sure you've heard, and Rehab, which I'm sure you've heard. These songs, 9 more, are all on Amy's second album, Back to Black, released October 2006. So basically, she's blowing up.
Mm-hmm.
Back to Black spends 2 weeks at number 1 on the UK charts. It's number 7 on the US Billboard 200. It was the biggest. It was the best. Didn't want to burp on air.
The biggest or best, Brian?
It was
Pick
the
one.
best-selling album in the UK for 2007. It moved 1.85 million copies.
Mm-hmm.
That's a small island, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I see.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting there.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me. Just hold in, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Time Magazine names Rehab the best song for 2007. Like, just the best one.
That's it.
You Know I'm No Good remixes with rap featuring Ghostface Killah hits number 18 on the UK charts. Back to Black title track, Back to Black, peaks at number 25, does even better in mainland Europe.
What'd the Pope have to say?
Well, December 31st, 2006, the Pope talks to Amy because she's attending Jules Holland's annual Hootenanny. So is the Pope. They both go to this annual
Pope was not there.
Hoot. You don't think so? Fine. She did a Marvin Gaye cover and then a Toots and the Maytals song and then passed out. 2007 MTV Movie Awards. This is going to hit the height of Amy's career right here. At his request.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
I was waiting for you to cough. I'm sorry.
I had a yawn. I had a little yawn.
So bored by Amy Winehouse.
No, I gotta take a tinkle, and I think it makes me yawn.
I see. Well, let me get through this, and we'll break it down here. But right, I'm gonna leave you with this one. 2007 MTV Movie Awards. At his request, Bruce Willis introduces Amy before her performance of Rehab.
Why did Bruce Willis want to? Was he just into her?
He's a musician. You've seen him play the harmonica.
Oh yeah, on Seagram's wine cooler commercials back in the 80s.
Moonlighting was a damn good show, and you know it.
Seagram's
Golden wine coolers.
It's wet and it's dry. Golden wine coolers. My. Golden wine coolers. Everybody loves it. All the time. Golden wine coolers. Yeah.
All right. Not a sponsor. Amy also plays in 2007 Lollapalooza in Chicago. She plays Belgium's Rock Richter and the Virgin Festival in Baltimore. So basically 2007, she's killing it.
Yeah, she's got Bruce's Willis out there.
We're going to take a break at this point in time right here, but when we come back, well, that's the other half of the show, I guess.
Yeah, I hope so. There's a lot of cards still stacked up.
There's a
all
lot
there.
of cards there.
A lot of stacks of cards. Bum bum ba dum bum. Bum bum ba dum bum. Bum bum ba dum.
we're back.
No, we went with no music there.
No, music was there though. That's the whole thing. That's all music.
Oh, okay. We're not talking over music though.
No, I try not to do that in case people want to like stop or
Bootleg
whatever.
the music.
Bootleg the music.
Yeah. Bring your tape recorders.
Just hold it up to the speaker.
Just hold it up. Yeah.
Then hope the DJ doesn't start talking over the end of it.
All right. We're listening. I know. Remember that when you're a kid? Like record something.
That's MC Hammer, everybody. You're like, oh, come on. Just let it play. I had it.
You know, they're probably
should have opened that in the mic.
They probably did that to do that on purpose. So you had to go buy
for
the
that
stuff.
very reason.
Yeah. Here's MC Hammer. Or Debbie Gibson coming right at you on the new banana. 102.5. Well.
Debbie Gibson coming right at me on the new banana. I like it.
So the radio station, the Banana, which is still a thing in Flint.
We're gonna
Isn't
get
it?
sued. I don't know. You live there. I know. I live here.
It's they switched their genres back in probably, I'm gonna guess, in like '96, and they went from whatever it was to like pop rock music.
Oh, okay.
And while they were getting the change to go over for like 3 or 4 days, I don't know if they're bringing new microphones in or something. They played the Banana Boat song. Day-o, day-o, for days straight.
That's right. I remember
for multiple days straight.
I remember that.
And so Matt and I put it on the radio at work because we both were in construction. We worked for his older brother who was a mason, build basements out of blocks. And we listened to it. I'm not kidding. 10 hours a day, 3 days in a row. And by the end
nobody
of it,
changed it. Nobody commented.
we wouldn't let anybody change it.
Oh God.
So we made it, and it became every time
That's awesome.
Every time it got over, it was almost like we're all just expecting a different song for like a half second. But then when it came on, we would all just start singing. This is 3 days.
Wow.
I could take you to the house we were working on.
Oh my God.
In
dude.
Flint, when that was going on. I know it just vivid memory.
That's crazy.
Banana Boat song, Harry Belafonte.
I heard that too. You're sitting on a vinyl chair.
What'd I do?
You ripped a big fart.
No, I didn't. No, I will, but I didn't. That was
Must have been chair squeak.
just chair squeak.
That smells bad.
See, chair squeak.
Yeah.
All right.
Other people who talk about chair squeak, it's maybe your wife, like that would squeaky chair, huh, honey? Well, Amy wants that too. So she marries Blake. They get married and they elope and they go to Miami, Florida on May 18, 2007. They get married.
In 2007?
Yeah.
To Blake?
Yep.
All right.
The on again, off again boyfriend who introduced her to hard drugs and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite the man.
Yeah,
This
choice.
wasn't her best friend.
No, that's Tyler.
Yeah. Okay. Blake.
Maybe he is gay. I'd have married Amy Winehouse. I mean, she's like #1 selling, whatever. Anyway,
Well, she wasn't like the hottest girl in music, but she was all right.
Yeah, all right.
Not terrible.
Attractive.
Yeah.
There you go.
She has qualities.
Do you think you can get your hair out, or your hand out of her hair if you went to go put your hand through her hair?
You gotta have a baby.
Oh my God. So, August 8, 2007, Amy's hospitalized for ODing on several drugs. Would you like to guess?
I'll go with fentanyl.
No.
Barbiturates.
I saw that barbiturate. Heroin, cocaine, ecstasy, ketamine, whiskey, and vodka.
How do they know the difference between whiskey and vodka in the medical exams report?
She's on a bar crawl in London, so people were tracking, like, oh, I saw her drink a bunch of whiskey over here, and they're like, yep, she had some vodka over there. And I didn't see her do the ketamine, ecstasy, cocaine, or heroin, but what do I know?
That came in the toxicology report.
Amy and Blake are out partying after this incident, right? And this female fan criticizes Amy for marrying Blake. Like, why'd you marry him?
Yeah, you can think it. You're not supposed to say it.
Yeah, so what you did, Amy punches that girl in the face.
She deserved it.
Yeah, well, Blake gets in there to break it up, right? Amy attacks Blake. She knees him in the crotch.
Well, on accident?
Nope. She's like, oh, okay, I'm trying to defend you, and now you're going to grab me? Don't touch me, guy. And then what's one way, guaranteed, you can get someone to do the exact opposite of what you're going to say?
Tell him not to do it?
Calm down.
Just
Calm down.
Calm your tits down.
Calm down. Oh, don't shoot. That's anytime you want someone to. You're just like, I really want someone to do the opposite.
Just start like popping off her fake nails and taking off her wig. Oh, you did not.
She's kicking her shoes off, guys. This is not good.
No, they don't kick their shoes off. They take them off with their hand because that's now a weapon.
That's true. You can hit somebody with a shoe.
You know,
Ike Turner will teach us that. We'll get there. I've been teasing that, but we're getting closer.
So, not Paul Abdul. Not Mindy McCready. Who's the hot Shania Twain?
Okay.
She kind of married a dude that people said that Mutt Dog Lang Jeff or something.
Mutt Dog.
His name was Mutt Dog.
Mutt Dog.
Are you serious? Mutt Dog or something.
Mutt and Jeff. Lang
yeah.
Dog.
Maybe butchering this, but she married a dude, and then I think he divorced her.
Are you just like doing syllables?
No.
Back down, dog.
Let's look it up. What was her name? What was his
He's
name?
got his phone out again. I'm kidding. I'm not outraged at this one.
Hey, I listened to an old one of our. You're like, we should have the part where you just get your phone out and look at stuff. And like in the very next episode, you're like, fuck, Ben, put away your phone.
Here we are again.
Hey Siri, who did
Shania Twain
marry?
Oh my God. That don't impress me much, Ben. Frederic Theobald is not Mutt and Jeff.
No.
Once again, that don't impress me much.
Oh, all right, go ahead. I'll find it.
No, I'm talking to you.
I'm listening to you. Robert John Mutt Lang.
Calm down. Calm down.
People from Port Huron are calling me now.
Ben's threatening me. Just calm down.
Cool your tits off.
Tell me to calm down. June 2007, in an interview, Amy admits she's sometimes violent with Blake after she's been drinking. I'm not always like this. It's just when I've had a couple drinks in me.
My brother just told me about this dude he knows.
Oh, God.
Who they're getting married. This other, whatever. I'm not using any names, but they got drunk one night, drunk, and had fun and whatever. And he passes out. They pass out. Well, she wakes up before him in the morning, grabs his phone, and looks and sees like he's getting texts. They're texting back and forth.
Oh no.
Well, he was texting back and forth with like an old girlfriend, or I think actually. Maybe his ex-wife or something.
Current girlfriend?
So he's passed out on the couch. Current girlfriend's finding text on his phone that probably shouldn't be there.
Why is she looking for this?
So, right. So she grabs a handful of like keys and just starts punching him in the face while
my God.
He's sleeping.
The dude.
So he just gets up, like pops his shirt on, no shoes or nothing, just walks out of the house. He's bloodied up. I mean, she was punching him with like a fistful of keys and just trying to really hurt him.
Wow.
Well, he gets maybe 3 or 4 blocks down the road. Somebody probably called it in because there's some bloody guy in the morning.
Blood zombie walking down the sidewalk.
And he gets picked up by the cops, and the cops, start to like really question him. And he's like, "Dude, I just woke up and my girlfriend was punching me, and I just left the house because I didn't know what was going on." And after he told the story to the cops like, "All right, dude, we can help you. we can help.
You don't have to live like this."
They're getting married.
Oh, no.
They're getting married.
All right, guys, don't marry the person who punches you in the face with keys.
This is the same dude that here recently went out drinking with my brother, and they ended up like just meeting some people at the bar.
Oh, no.
Just meeting some people at the bar, and those people were like, "Hey, we live over here on the lake. You want to come? We're just having a party. You want to come over here?" So they go there.
That's how you lose a kidney.
And so my brother's just like hanging out with some of these people, and this dude's going like back and forth to smoke cigarettes out on the porch with this other lady.
Oh, God.
And so I'll just skip forward. My brother and this dude had to get like a ride back because they were too drunk to drive. Made a good call. Somebody gave him a ride back.
Smart move.
So my brother gets dropped off at his house, and then this other dude gets driven over by this lady over to his house, gets dropped off. Well, the next morning, he has a coming to Jesus moment, and he tells this bitch who's already punched him in the face one time with a handful of keys.
Uh-oh.
It's like, "I'm so sorry for last night. I just want to let you know, I was doing cocaine, and I was making out with girls."
What?
That's and she goes ballistic.
Well, yeah.
My poor brother's now just like trying to sleep one off the next morning. His wife's cool. I mean, he's got his system. He's got the green light to do this. He wasn't doing cocaine and hookers.
Sure.
But this girl calls up my brother's wife and is like, "Do you know what the guys were doing? Not do you know what my guy was doing, but do you know what they were out doing? Blow and making out with chicks." So my brother gets awoken by his wife
Oh God.
And they got 2 little kids. Is it happily? Yeah, whatever. And he's like, oh, I'm just gonna leave for a while.
Did the cops pick him up? We can help you.
Yeah, he's like, I'm just gonna get out of here for a while. So he got mad at the dude. He's like, dude, shut the fuck up. If you want to have that conversation with your person, that's fine. Don't drag me into it.
I am not party to this.
I am not gonna hang out with this guy anymore.
I did not do these things you claim.
Yeah.
I don't know you.
I wouldn't hang out with that guy anymore.
Wow.
Loose lips sink ships.
Yes.
All right.
Well, it's lucky because it is kind of similar. Because remember how Amy said she gets a little mean with Blake when she's been drinking?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she has a quote from Amy. Quote, if he says one thing I don't like, I'll chin him.
What? Just punch him in the chin?
Apparently so.
All right.
Not with a handful of keys, thank God.
She's an angry lady when she gets in on the drinking.
little Jekyll Hyde there.
Hmm.
October 2007, on tour in Norway, the Norwegian police get an anonymous tip, and they raid Amy's hotel room. She is arrested and held in prison overnight, along with her and her husband and an unidentified third party. For?
Drugs.
Which ones?
Well, heroin.
Nope.
Cocaine.
Nope.
Hold on. Ecstasy.
Nope.
Not fentanyl.
Nope.
What was the other one that they said that she had in her? Ketamine?
She had 7 grams of marijuana.
That, seriously?
Norway, dude. Norwegians don't muck about. So all 3 were arrested and then released after paying a $715 fine.
7 grams?
Yeah. $100 a gram sounds like for the fine.
Ugh.
November 2007, Amy's husband, Blake. What? Oh, my God. Vinyl seats, bro.
That's for you.
Thanks. Small booth. Amy's husband, Blake.
You're just gonna wait for it, man.
This is terrible. Why? November 2007, Amy's husband, Blake Fielder Civil, is arrested for offering a $400,000 bribe to a bartender he assaulted earlier that June.
Ooh, $400,000.
Let's go to that.
I would take that bribe.
Blake and some buddies were at the Macbeth pub. They're high on some coke and they're drinking when one of his friends, Michael Brown, attacks pub manager James King. Basically,
is that why he was offering them money to keep it quiet?
Yeah, well, James suffers a broken cheekbone and has metal plates in his face.
I got that.
Don't we all? I don't. I'm just making fun of Ben. Basically, Mike threw the bar manager down, right? And then all Blake and his buddies started kicking him and stuff. And so,
why? What was the reason? Do you know?
I probably were trying to throw him out because they're high on coke and drunk, and they're like, "Guys, I'm gonna have to cut you off."
Don't start a fight with a dude high on coke.
It did not end well for the bar manager.
I could beat up a drunk, but not somebody like high on heroin or coke or some of these other drugs.
PCP, man, you ain't stun guns and stuff, and tasers don't take them down. What gets a fight gonna do you?
There's a whole entire YouTube channel dedicated to that, and it's glorious.
Well, these guys didn't go that way. They went while they're out on bail. They try to bribe the guy to withdraw his statement.
Yeah, for $400,000, I'd take that. Yeah,
Dude, this turns into a whole thing though. Like, there's meetings, and there's these 3 other guys who are involved, and then the Daily Mirror has like a videotape of the assault, and then they've got some like
so the cat's out of the bag.
Hidden camera work, like with like the bribery, and there's these guys. What did the Ant and Jay come out of nowhere? They're like, we have tapes, and they tried brokering the deal through us and stuff like that. And so
they just kept squeezing the tube of toothpaste.
Dude,
couldn't get
it
it
got
put back
so
in.
awkward. Yeah, they tried so hard, and the Daily Mirror tipped off the cops, and so.
The Daily Mirror, is that a real, or is that
well,
like
that's
an
the
Inquirer?
thing, right? I think that's a National Enquirer,
maybe it's
Examiner
like,
type of thing.
What's the thing we got here? TMZ.
I think it is not like there's news behind it. It's not completely fake. So, because think about it. They're like, Amy Winehouse's husband tried blaming. They tried bringing Amy in on it. They're like, it's her money. And she's like, it's not my money. And then she went on tour into rehab. She's
what's
like,
he do for a living?
Wasn't even here.
$400,000.
He was a video music production assistant.
Well, I mean, she shouldn't get in trouble for that.
They tried, and she.
Yeah,
she
well,
was,
that's where
she
most
was,
of the money's at.
Right,
maybe.
right. Well, Blake pleads guilty to grievous bodily harm.
Everything.
When I first read it, it was like, Amy Winehouse's husband pleaded guilty to GHB. And I'm like, what? but it's GBH, grievous bodily harm in England, they call it.
Mm,
With
okay.
intent. He had intent.
To hurt people.
Right. And then trying to pervert the course of justice.
That's so English. That's just so English.
Blake goes to prison from July 2008. FYI, he's released in February 2009. He does like 8 months.
I think I want to go to England.
I would like to go to England.
I was always against leaving my living room.
UK True Crime, hit us up.
Yeah, let's go to England.
We'll swap
you want to do? You want to go to England?
I would love to go to England.
All right. I don't know what to do when I get there.
We're going to eat fish and chips
Can I
and
just-
crumpets and
I just want to walk around a lot.
yeah,
Yeah,
look at phone booths and
yeah. TARDISes.
TARDISes.
That's where they get tartar sauce, maybe.
tartar sauce, fish and chips,
Yeah.
chippies,
It's all coming back around.
circular. Much
Hey, that new David Tennant show, Good Omens, on the net is on
Amazon.
Amazon.
They tried getting it removed from Netflix, and they're like, it's not on our network. Or
Did I
platform.
hear they were successful though?
Oh, I don't know.
It's unconfirmed, but I think some of these special interest groups who are against like demons or something.
You can't talk about Jesus like that.
Well, yeah, and they got it removed, or they're going to try, or maybe they are in the process of. But they did. They had tons of people writing Netflix, you must remove your show from this platform, and they're like,
Not our show.
that's not
We're gonna redirect
it's
you
not
to
us.
Amazon Prime Video.
Yeah, or Hulu. What's another good one? Any other good ones out there?
No.
I want one that has everything.
No,
Sure.
you'll get there soon. What has to happen with the problem that you're restricted why you can't go straight a la carte with every network is one, they're owned by massive corporations,
Sure.
and then two, they have current contracts. So
Right.
once those contracts run out, though,
let's
you'll
just-
see it, man.
I'd like to. I'll even pay like a la carte.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like
Just
Sling
give
TV's
me
pretty close.
One thing I can pay a monthly fee, and if I, all right.
That'll be the thing. Yeah, we're getting too much like day job, but there'll be aggregators that will collect all these shows and then sell you piece by piece.
Maybe I'll go back to Napster.
So, well, you got to be careful. Cops are in on that stuff, man. Like, you don't want to be stealing songs.
Yeah, I'm gonna use your
Like that.
computer.
Oh, thanks. Well, dig
To erase
this.
some of the porn, but whatever.
Amy's got the cops after her, basically. So
For this guy.
January 23rd, 2008. Well, no.
Oh.
Scotland Yard's looking in. They've got footage of Amy smoking crack, and they're checking it out to see if they're going to charge her or not. And then the next day, Amy goes into rehab.
Yeah, she probably saw the writing on the wall. But
April
that's-
26, 2008, Amy is cautioned after she admits to slapping a 38-year-old man in the face.
You can't hit people.
In England, that's called common assault. Amy turns herself in. She's held overnight and released.
That's common assault, Chop.
Police said when she arrived, she was in no fit state to be interviewed. So she showed up wasted to the police station. I'm here to do my time.
I want to talk to the judge.
It's like that old Andy Griffith show, and the town drunk shows up and locks himself in the cell. Amy just rolls
Bonus
in.
points if anybody can send us a speak pipe of that drunk's name on the Andy Griffith show.
Ooh, speak pipe challenge.
I'll have to look it up. I think
I know exactly what it is.
you know it.
100%.
All right.
Should we just wait and I'll tell you now? Or?
No, don't. No,
All
let's
right.
speak pipe that.
All right, speak pipe challenge. The name
We'll
of
put
the
you on the
drunk of
koozie
Andy
list.
Griffith
The
show.
people that needs a koozie.
Koozies are coming, guys. Honestly, I was looking at companies and we're having them made, so
Yeah.
koozies are coming.
They're breathing really heavy already.
That's true. So May 2008, they bring Amy in for questioning about that video.
Mhm.
They don't charge her with anything because they could not determine what she snorted or smoked from the glass crack pipe in the video. They're like, I don't know. I see a glass crack pipe. You're sucking something up your nose. Could be some type of analgesic. I don't know.
It's probably not crack. It looks like crack. It smells like crack.
It's crack pipe.
It's crack pipe.
Well, 2008 Grammy Awards come around, right? Keep the crack pipe in mind.
2008. Okay.
Amy is nominated for a bunch, but she can't get a visa to the U.S. because of her use and abuse of narcotics. And we
She-
saw you on a video smoking crack. You can't come here.
She's one of these performers, one of these people we've talked about that went from just a regular person with no talent or with no notoriety.
Yeah, no.
The moment she got notoriety, it was like, boom, let's get all the crack and all the stuff we can get and all the alcohol. Let's start it right now. It wasn't a slow ramp up for her, was it?
No.
It was like an immediate thing.
Well, that's
Because a lot of our subjects that we've talked about is like this slow ramp up.
yeah. You can see it develop
Not her.
Here, it's just like right hardwired into the personality.
Here's your first contract and a box of drugs.
So would she be this bad if she wasn't a personality or famous? If she's just
What do you
like
mean bad?
like
No, she probably couldn't afford the drugs.
That's what I was leading up to, right? Like, would she had access to these things if she wasn't Amy Winehouse?
And she probably would have had to go get like a 9-to-5 job,
right? Teaching music or something,
or just making fish and chips. I don't know what else do they do. Make umbrellas over there or something.
Something about umbrellas.
Yeah, I think they
double-decker bus cleaner.
They make rope. I think they make a lot of rope in England.
A lot of good English rope.
Yeah, a lot of rope.
All right.
Yeah, rope. Fish and chips and umbrellas. That's basically what keeps that country together.
Sounds good.
All right.
Well, all right. So we're back at the 2008 Grammys. Amy can't go because they won't let her in.
They won't let her go.
What does she do?
More crack and heroin.
Yes. But while doing that, she performs via satellite from London and wins 5 Grammys.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I guess she didn't have to get on the airplanes.
Best New Artist, Best New Artist, Record of the Year, Song of the Year, etc. She tied Beyonce for the most Grammys by a female singer.
Good for her. Good for you, Amy.
Queen Bee. June 2008, at the Glastonbury Music Festival, during her performance, Amy elbows a guy in the forehead.
During a performance?
Yep.
Like a bandmate?
No, a guy in the crowd.
What's she doing in the crowd?
Well, she's out there, being one with the crowd.
I need room to maneuver. I need a lot of room.
Don't wreck the room, dude.
That's how I dance.
Ben's doing the Elaine from Seinfeld.
Little kicks.
So basically, somebody behind this man, James Glasgow, 25, threw a hat at Amy.
A hat?
A hat.
Like a top hat? Like the Monopoly
I
piece?
imagine it's a top hat. Hits Amy in the face.
Or is it like one of those newsy caps?
Right. There's a widely circulated video. You can see Amy, quote, unleash a series of punches into the crowd.
I like this. I don't know.
Fuck you! Fuck me! Fuck you! Wow, 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 wow! Just like...
I like a little crazy.
Oh my god, dude.
I like a little crazy.
No charges are filed.
Oh, she paid him off. Hey, there's your thing.
It's coming up again after the show.
I am now your assistant engineer.
Ben's an assistant engineer. We're gonna get new titles.
I point at things on the screen.
Hey, this is wrong. It's like when my wife helps me play video games.
Things are gonna happen. Hey, what's your new? You got any good video game? You said Sea of Thieves.
That's the only one I haven't had time to do a damn thing. So, anyway.
No. Busy with Amy Winehouse cards.
I gotta. After the show,
you got a lot left here.
I got more left. How do we get back into this? No charges are filed. After the show, Amy goes to a London clinic for treating, quote, traces of emphysema and an irregular heartbeat from smoking cigarettes.
And crack.
And crack. That's what it says.
Yeah.
All right. January 2009, Amy is spotted with actor Josh Bowman.
Bowman?
Yeah.
Who's he?
He's Daniel Grayson on ABC's Revenge.
What's that?
It's a TV show on ABC called Revenge.
What? No, it's TV.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. Yeah. I don't know that show.
Ben doesn't watch TV. No, I don't either. They're down in St. Lucia, though, right? And so
that's in Florida?
No, that's an island in the Caribbean.
By Florida?
Close enough.
Nailed it.
Amy says her, quote, whole marriage was based around doing drugs, because she's still married to Blake right now.
Mm-hmm.
And, quote, for the time being, I've just forgotten I'm even married.
That would not fly in my house. I mean,
I wrote that quote because I was waiting for this part.
Honey, I'm gonna not be married for a week.
I've forgotten.
I'm just gonna let that sit. I put it in some Tupperware. I stuck it in the fridge. I'm gonna forget about it until like later.
All right, babe. I'll see.
We'll figure out what we want to do.
I got stuff to do. Don't worry about it.
Could you make sure the kids get fed?
And I'm on a tropical island. I'm good. March 5th, 2009, Amy is arrested and charged with common assault again.
That's assault, brother.
That's assault, brother.
There you go. At Prince's Trust Charity Ball, Amy hit Sharon Flash in the eye.
Sharon!
Amy said she didn't hit her. She just pushed Sharon away because Amy was scared of Sharon.
I just pushed her in the eyeball.
Pushed you in the eyeball with my knuckle.
Quickly.
I'm afraid of you.
Speed.
District Judge Timothy Workman ruled Amy was not guilty, citing all but 2 witnesses were intoxicated at the time and medical evidence did not show the sort of injury that often occurs when Amy punches people in the face.
Brum, bum. That's not a typical Amy Winehouse injury.
Usually, there's more
We have-
swelling here.
We have
than some
reams
redheads.
and reams of documented cases.
That was a month ago. Come in here, sir. Look how his eye's healing. See? Well, that's not what's going to happen
Here's
to you.
the,
You're fine.
the crime surveillance book of Amy Winehouse injuries,
And all of your witnesses were drunk. So, Amy
which
wins.
is a typical Amy
Typical
Winehouse.
Amy
Yeah.
wins. July 16, 2009, an uncontested divorce was granted, finalized on August 28th.
And uncontested. It's just like, you want to get divorced? Yep. All right.
Blake received no money in the settlement.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I'm like, dude.
All right, I'd have more contesting.
Yeah, I would have.
I just had some friends get a Devo, and it was like an uncontested divorce. No kids, so it was a little easier,
right.
I think.
Mutual.
They've been married for like 10, 12 years.
Wow.
And on their divorce, they met at a bar and with the lawyer dude, and they signed all the papers. And they're still friends. They had shots of whiskey, and that was their divorce.
Wow.
Yeah, they
Crazy.
Still, yeah, they're still pretty tight, but
Amy did not deal with it that well. December 19th, 2009. Amy's at the Milton Keynes Theater in Buckinghamshire.
what do you mean she didn't do it? She seems like she was the
Initiator?
enunciator. The initiator, yeah.
Well, let me just tell you how she handles stressful situations.
Alcohol?
Yes. She's at a family-friendly production of Cinderella, live stage show.
By you having to say that, I think I know where it's going. Continue.
When the manager asks Amy to move her seat,
Fuck you. Just start throwing haymakers.
Amy has started punching and kicking him. She pulls his hair and shouts profanities at him during the performance.
I kind of want to get beat up by this girl a little bit.
I wish
That'd be
you could.
hilarious.
I wish you could. I wish you could. We'll get there. Amy is arrested for a third time. She picks up the hat trick on common assault charges, and she pleads guilty and was given a 2-year conditional discharge and fined $300 for beating up the theater manager.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Huh. Wow. All right.
June 16, 2010, Amy goes to rehab.
Who she beat up at rehab?
No, I don't think there's any booze there. So she can't get in fighting mode.
She can't get her what do they call it? Her loudmouth punch or loudmouth juice.
Oh, yeah? Loudmouth.
They got a little loudmouth juice going.
I was just thinking about one of those How I Met Your Mother lines. Nobody wants to party with Bruce Banner, dude. We all want the hug. Drink, drink, drink.
Yeah.
Nobody wants Amy Winehouse, bro. Come on. Give me Amy Wildhouse. Woo! January 2011, Amy returns to the stage, tries a couple years off there, and she's in Brazil, and she gets pretty much positive reviews. They're like, oh, good, she's sober.
Yeah, she
Yay.
can still sing.
Right. May 27, 2011, Amy checks into a Priory clinic because she's having another relapse there. So, week later, though, she's out. She checks out of the Priory clinic on June 2nd. She finished her assessment, and she's raring to go on her European tour.
She probably didn't. I think a lot of this is common. They get hooked on the drugs and the alcohol.
Okay.
You know, these celebrities, but then they realize it's an empty pit of the drugs and alcohol. There's nothing really substantial. They want to get out of it, so they try to get out of rehab. But that shit's got you locked in, man. If she's going to rehab on her own, then she wants it.
Checks in and out.
Yeah, she's not being court ordered to it. Hey, you can't be ordered to it. You gotta want it. Gotta want it.
June 18th, 2011, Amy's in Belgrade, Serbia,
Belgrade.
where she greets the crowd. Hello, Athens!
Nailed it.
That's so bad. She forgets a bunch of lyrics, too. She stumbles around the stage, and then at one point, she's just clutching her stomach for like 90 minutes, like,
Didn't feel good.
sat down.
She could poop? Did she poop on stage?
As unconfirmed.
Did she pull what was the girl's name? The peed all the time on stage.
Ooh, what?
Yeah,
Sounds like one of those Norwegian
no,
death metal
no,
guys.
she was
or
it wasn't Pink. Was it
Lady
Pink?
Gaga? Who's
No.
pissing on people?
She sang with like the not the with the Fugees? No.
Fergie.
Fergie, yeah.
Fergie would pee on people.
She'd just pee herself.
Oh.
She'd
Oh,
be
yeah,
on
I
sta-
did see that.
She just like pee a little bit.
I see that. Well, as
It's
as
just pee.
you can imagine, the label.
You are on a roll today, dude.
I'm out of practice. Is my problem. Basically, this is labeled the train wreck gig for Amy Winehouse.
Down in Athens.
in Belgrade, yeah. Goodbye, Germany. Gets booed off stage. July 23rd, 2011. 3:40. Damn it. I can't read.
You want me to do this? I can do that.
You should.
All
No,
right.
it's because I'm blocking this eye, so I'm seeing it with this eye.
Why don't you do it? Move your hands like that.
Now I can't
much.
see any of it. Now I just see this. So yeah, that's always been the trick, is to get my face here and read cards.
Hold it up here.
It's hard. I do. Actually, that's not bad. That's better. Harder on my shoulders.
Let me get a little podium here.
Oh, July 23rd, 2011, 3:54 p.m.
Uh-oh. Specific dates and times.
2 ambulances are called to Amy's house in Camden, London. Bodyguards said he observed moderate drinking over the past few days. She was
Amy.
she was laughing, listening to music, watching TV till 2 a.m.
Yeah?
At 10 a.m. that morning, he saw her lying on the bed. He tried getting her up, but that's not unusual for Amy, especially after drinking all night, you know. He checks back in at 3 p.m., and she still hasn't moved at all.
And she's cold.
He checks a little closer, and she's not breathing, and she doesn't have a pulse.
Yeah.
So he calls the ambulance.
Make them bigger up.
Forensics investigators recovered 2 large and 1 small bottle of vodka from her room. Amy's blood alcohol level was
0.4.
Oh, 0.416%, 5 times the legal drink drive limit.
Yeah, I mean that. You should be able to live through that if you know if you're Amy Winehouse. Does she have all the drugs in her though too? Maybe.
No, they're just blood alcohol level.
I wonder if her did they say her heart exploded or just blood intoxication or alcohol intoxication?
We'll get there.
All right.
So yeah, 0.41.
0.4. Yeah,
like
that's a lot. You've
like
never
50%.
been. No, it's not.
Isn't it 0.5?
No. 1.
That's a half of a
1%.
percent.
It's a half a percent.
But I
It's
mean,
almost
like, what doesn't kill you? Like 1 doesn't kill you. Like if you
1% of your blood's alcohol, you're dead.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh
though,
no,
right?
you
so isn't
well,
that halfway to
probably
that?
for 0.5% alcohol, you're dead.
Oh, okay, it's that low. Oh God,
0.5,
okay.
I think some of the highest ones are in the 0.4s.
Good Lord.
But a lot of people that do a 0.4 probably do it regularly.
Wow.
If you get to 0.4 and you can still lift a bottle, you've had some practice.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, according to the coroner, the inquest reached a verdict of misadventure.
That's in 2011. That's still a thing.
Misadventure. Accidental death due to a risk that was taken voluntarily.
Okay.
Quote, the unintended consequences of such potentially fatal levels was her sudden death.
I figure like that would be more of a cliff diving death.
I'm sure it's looped in there too.
Yeah, they
But,
probably
you know,
have some misadventure deaths. And
chugging 3 bottles of vodka is probably just as exciting as diving off a cliff.
I saw that Red Bull they were doing on TV the other day.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't do it. I'm
Huh?
scared I'll belly flop and die.
That-
Anytime you have to have 2 divers go in after you for every single dive,
Are you dead?
and
Okay.
they gotta come up and be like,
Oh, you're dead. No.
oh, not dead.
You dead?
No.
Okay.
All right.
Paralyzed? Okay. What a stressful gig, man. Ah! Like people just falling out of the sky, and your job's like, oh God, are you alright?
They're up there.
Jeez.
And they're not allowed to do headfirst dives apparently.
No. Think you'll die.
Probably dead. All right. So what happened with Amy?
After her death, 2 things happened.
Yeah.
1, Pete Doherty.
Wait, how'd he get involved?
Pete said
He cremated Amy Winehouse and smoked her
Smart.
ashes.
Oh, Pete. Pete said he and Amy were lovers at one point. Quote, this is difficult for me to admit, but yes, it's true. Amy and I were lovers.
What? I don't.
I loved her then, and I still do today. But towards the end, as only lovers can, she became quite mean and cruel to me.
Do you think so?
She didn't suffer fools. I'm sorry. And believe me, she had a mean right hook.
He sounds like he knew her.
Pete Doherty. I'm inclined to believe his story.
You think they were banging?
In an interview in July 2008 with Rolling Stone, when asked about her relationship with Pete, Amy said, quote, we're just good friends.
Well, if he's getting the shit kicked out of him, they're probably banging a little bit.
Maybe a little. Yeah,
I don't know what world I want to live in. I'll think about that one.
I said 2 things happened, right?
Yeah. What's the other one?
Well, Amy broke her second Guinness World Record for the most songs by a woman to simultaneously appear on the UK singles charts at 8 songs.
All we got put 8 at once.
Yep.
All right.
After she died.
Just like capitalize on this death. Go.
Push him. Quote from Amy Winehouse. Quote, I'm just a young girl who gets fucked up sometimes. Sometimes my head's screwed on tighter than bolts, but a lot of the times I do mess up and lose the plot like everyone does. But because I'm so defensive and sensitive, I lash out a lot. I'm not a nice drunk.
It does not sound like it.
Amy
I think I'm sad that I can't ever hang out with her.
She sounded like a pip. Like you'd just be like, "Oh, who's this little Tasmanian devil rolling in the room?"
I don't want to have to live in the same house with her.
Nope. Don't want to clean up after her.
I don't want to be responsible for her.
No, I don't.
I just want to go out for a night of drinking and debauchery.
That's wrangling drunks, dude,
Yeah.
and it's just
And I want to
like,
have the
woof.
Uber on the way at all times.
God,
Like an Uber car following me, I can just like hop in that thing
bail.
and go anytime I want.
just pull a shoot and bail on that crazy bitch.
Well, I'd heard a little bit about Amy Winehouse, I guess, just in years past. She sounded like she was drug-addled and alcohol-ridden, but she wasn't like a dirty whore.
No, she wasn't a dirty whore.
I thought I heard that about her. Doesn't sound like that at all.
I don't think so. No, I
She
did
was
not
just-
uncover that in the
just
research.
drugs.
Right.
Just drugs and alcohol.
A lot of drinking.
A lot of drinking.
So that's
Part of
Amy
me
Winehouse.
Part of me respects people that are not as much of the drug people. They're more the alcohol people. I like that.
Old school.
Yeah. Like
Keeping it old school.
it's alcohol.
All
It's
right.
fine.
Well, we got some more feedback.
Now last week it was my house.
Rush Day recap.
Is it this? Did we leave you more than one?
I think you did.
Oh no.
No, it's not you guys, though.
Okay.
This is from Suzanne from Dayton, Ohio.
Oh.
Hey, this is Suzanne from Dayton, Ohio. Longtime listener, first time caller. Hey, just want to say, love your show, guys. I do have one wish, and that would be to hear Ben Rupel's Amazon playlist. Hook me up. Let me know what that is. Love your show. Talk to you guys later.
Ben, any answer for Suzanne?
That's my neighbor.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'm not going to lie to our audience, Brian.
No, I didn't mean that. I mean, what are you doing? Forcing people to do speak pipes. What is this with you?
I didn't. That
Just
was the
sticking
same
people's
time.
phone in the face.
A little bit.
Talking to this about what? Say stuff.
Just talking to the mic.
Talking to this end.
What?
Hey,
No, that's Suzanne.
hey.
That's my neighbor. Her and Tom are good friends of ours. We hang out with their kids, run around my yard. My kids run around their yard.
You took the fence down.
I got the back parts down. Yeah,
There's no barriers now.
yeah.
We
They
have a
can-
much bigger yard now.
Nope, they're good people.
I see. Well, if you're good people too, hit us up. Leave us a speak pipe. Go to crimeandmusic.com for everything else. Crimeandmusic.com, social media, it's all there. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Gmail us, crimeandmusic@gmail.com.
Yeah, MySpace.
Yeah,
Friendster.
no, go to MySpace, Friendster. If you can think of any other antiquated social media.
Hey, how long does a song play?
So we got another
I
minute.
got that much beer. I don't think we can be done
minute
yet.
40. All right, we'll watch Ben chug a beer. If you like anything else, hit us up where I just told you.
If you like anything else.
I got nothing else.
No, just everybody sit here and listen to me drink the rest of my beer. That would be fine. All right, continue.
You know, just never trust a big butt and a smile.
I'm still